this is freaking working. I'm at my friend's house here in Los Angeles, and I want to record this because it's 2 days before my surgery date, and I just kind of want to chat with you guys, get some fears off of my chest. I know at some point in this video I will end up with a sweaty mustache, so be prepared. 2 days, 2 días, okay? This LA heat is freaking killing me. But my surgery's in 2 days. I check into my Airbnb tomorrow. By the time you're watching this video, I probably already got surgery. You might have already known I have it, like, I don't know. I know I just have a plan to film a lot, and I want to document this process and this journey, and also have content still coming out while I'm in recovery, which is supposed to be quite long. So by now you probably would have seen some of the vlog footage that I've been filming up until this point, talking about this surgery that I'm going to be getting. And honestly, I kind of was going over some of my footage because I'm like starting to edit it, and why I kind of sound like a broken record. I'm nervous, you guys. I literally was in there asking him, like, do I need to lose more weight? I've been going back and forth about postponing my surgery. I was seriously asking a doctor, do I need to lose more weight? I really was stressing about making sure that my stomach is flat. It was funny going through the footage because that's still the main thing that's on my mind. I'm on a weight loss journey. I've lost a good amount of weight. Actually, I did weigh in. I haven't been weighing in because honestly, what was the point? But for the doctor, I actually did a weigh-in, and we have made it to the 180s. I'm about 70 pounds down. We have made it to the 180s, which is so crazy. I feel like I can't even really tell. In my body, I can tell, but I feel like I can't really even tell, mainly because I'm in LA eating all the good food. Like all of the good food. So during my pre-op appointment, I had the weigh-in, and since then we've been eating, so I'm feeling a little fluffy, but I was really excited to see that number, get that weigh-in. Of course, I had hoped to lose 100 pounds before getting my surgery, which I have not done, and that's what I've been kind of freaking out about, and why I think I've been obsessing over this flat stomach and the flat tummy. And we're gonna just talk about all of this in today's video as I walk you through my thoughts, how I chose my doctor, you know, losing weight after surgery, which is still gonna be a part of my plan, and how LA has been so far in preparing for this surgery. But before we jump too far into this video, I do want to give a huge shout out and thanks to today's sponsor, BetterHelp. You guys have heard me talk about BetterHelp for a while now. It is a company that I support, that I've used personally, and that I really believe in. If you're not familiar with them, it's an online therapy counseling service. They have an app. I have it on my phone. It's super easy to use. They have you take a really quick quiz so they can better figure out how to help you, and they pair you with the best match possible. If you don't connect with the person you get matched with, you can switch them out just like that. Although, you know, I feel a little guilty doing it, so. But it is there, it's possible, and it's there for you. So you can find the licensed therapist that works for you. They also have a really good price point. This, in addition to how accessible they are being on my phone, is one reason why I do support the company, and I really enjoy BetterHelp, because life is expensive. Surgery is expensive, all right? We're gonna get into it today. So it's always nice to save some coin when that's possible and still get quality service. Make sure to check the link in my description box. It's gonna be the first line in the description box, and you can use that for a discount to use their service. I've used BetterHelp before in the past, and if this recovery doesn't go well, I definitely will need to use them again. So I just want to thank them for supporting my channel, sponsoring this video, and yeah, let's get back into it. This is my folder, this is my surgeon, and he's gonna be doing my surgery. So if I don't come back, y'all know whose door to be knocking on, who to pick it at, okay? No, I'm kidding. He's been an absolute gem. He's been a wonder. And as I said, I want to talk about my price point, why I chose him, how I found him, and just everything I'm thinking and feeling about this upcoming surgery. So I've been doing research about these surgeries for about 2 years now. I was mainly looking into the breast reduction. So a lot of my initial research at the start 2 years ago was looking mainly for a doctor that could do my reduction, because I still had quite a bit of weight to lose. I didn't know how long it was gonna take me, but I knew I wanted to get a reduction. It wasn't until, you know, further along as time progressed and I saw my weight coming off that I thought, you know what, I should probably pair these two things together, and it might actually be possible to do, as well as save you a lot of money. When it comes to surgery, what I've found out is that a huge chunk of the fee is for the anesthesiologist, for you to go under. And so if you can go under once and pay the anesthesiologist one time, and they can do multiple surgeries, then you get to save a nice chunk of coin that way. So that is exactly what I did. Now, the first few doctors that I found that I was looking to do my surgeries, I found just like on Google. Like, I knew I wanted to go back to Los Angeles. I wanted to be home. For those of you that don't know, I live here in London. I moved here just about 3 years ago, but I am born and raised from Los Angeles, and I don't have family here. Like, I have friends that are family basically, but I don't have family here. And I knew I need to be somewhere where I could stay, rest, recuperate, have people to take care of me. And I only felt comfortable doing that with my family back home. So I found a couple surgeons on Google, just typing in, reading things on Reddit, seeing people who loved or had good experiences with their surgeons that were located in Los Angeles. I also didn't want to be too far out from my home because, you know, LA, California is big, but I wanted to be able to get surgery and not have to do a 2-hour drive in a car, you get me? So I didn't want to be too far. This was my thought process when I think I found one surgeon that I was like, okay. And then after finding this one surgeon who I was feeling really good about based on things I had read online, I also ended up stumbling upon the website Real Self. And this is what I used to find all the other surgeons that I was considering. So I definitely would recommend this site. It has a ton of different doctors, board certified. It'll have pictures, the surgeries they perform, as well as reviews from clients. And it's a really good resource. Now, when it came to narrowing down which surgeon I was gonna use, I had 3 in mind. One that I found doing my initial research on Google and looking at social media stuff. The other 2 I found using Real Self. And I decided to set up consultations with all 3 of them. From what I saw, most consultations do have a fee, but it's kind of like, oh, if you choose us, then whatever you pay for the fee goes towards the surgery. And so the consultation fee from one doctor was about $300. I didn't end up even choosing that doctor, but it was just a part of the process. I think the doctor I ended up choosing, I think it was free for his consultation, and he offered an in-person consultation, which I really loved. The other 2 doctors I did consultations with online because I was in London, and although we did a video chat and they got to look at me, we got to talk face to face, I got to see their personalities. Yeah, they were really great, but one of the consultations made me nix off one of the doctors from my list, mainly because just comparatively, my conversation with him, he was more green than the other 2. He didn't offer as much information, he didn't seem as personable, or I mean, I'm sure he was just as knowledgeable, but he didn't present a bunch of information. The other 2 doctors I spoke to, very knowledgeable, were walking me through the procedures, telling me what to expect. They just presented a lot of information, which I was really happy to have. But in the end, I ended up choosing the doctor that I went with because he seemed to have the most confidence about my surgery. So I was getting 2 surgeries in one. I was getting a tummy tuck, which is just loose skin removal from my stomach, my apron belly. I have this belly hang because of my weight loss, you know, lost about 70 pounds now. Whoop, whoop. But I also was getting a breast reduction. I've always had really big breasts, and my weight loss did not help with that. Like, they were long and there was a lot of excess skin on my breasts. There's a lot of breast tissue too, because they still were heavy, but there was a lot of excess skin. And all of the doctors really highlighted that my reduction was going to be the most complicated exercise. Every doctor I spoke to wanted to talk to me more in depth about the reduction, whereas I was always paranoid about the tummy tuck. I'm sure if by now you've seen the vlog I posted, you can tell that had my main fear, mainly because I felt like I hadn't lost enough weight. I didn't hit 100 pounds down. I'm still chubby. I really wanted to make sure that I would have a flat tummy if I was getting a tummy tuck. I had been doing enough research and seeing people's experiences that I knew that it's possible to get a tummy tuck and you still have a belly. It might not hang, but it'll still be a belly because you still have internal visceral fat as well as just external fat, and a tummy tuck does not get rid of fat on your stomach. So I was just really paranoid, like, I think I need to lose more weight. I need to lose more weight. And so that was my main fear and worry. And I was afraid that the doctors were just telling me what I wanted to hear. They just wanted a business. And so I was even asking them just to kind of see, you know, I was even asking them if I needed liposuction, because I figured if they wanted my business, they would probably just say, oh yeah, let's throw in some liposuction. But my main doctor had assured me, like, you don't need liposuction. I'm telling you, you don't have a ton of tummy fat. Your tummy tuck is going to be fine. Now let's get back to the breast reduction. Yeah, so anyway, they all wanted to talk about breast reduction, and it was mainly because, like I said, my weight loss, the excess skin, the size of them, the length of them would make for complicated surgery. Every single doctor highlighted this. They said because of my situation, I was a higher risk for nipple necrosis, higher risk for just having issues and complications after the surgery. I even had one doctor, when he emailed me his package after our consultation, his email was like, tummy tuck plus complicated breast reduction. And I was thinking, oh God, he's gonna charge me an arm and a leg for this complicated breast reduction. And yeah, he was trying to charge me an arm and a leg. I know I'm hopping all over the place. It's just so much on my mind. The surgery is 2 days away. I'm freaking out, but I want to film this video, so I'm trying my best, you guys, all right? Oh my God, I almost forgot. My hair is a hot mess. I've been in LA for about 2 months, and I finally started getting some things together. You know, the last month or so that I was in London, it was just party here, party there, see that friend, see this friend. And although I still haven't lost as much as I wanted to lose, I'm really happy with the work that I put in here in Los Angeles. Like hitting 180, I'm so happy to have hit it. Even though like my goal was to be 100 pounds down, which I'm not, but we still hit a new low, and I'm excited about this number. And I'm feeling good, and I really like how I look, and I can't wait till after surgery. And I'm just proud that I'm presenting the healthiest version of me that I possibly can right now on this surgery table. I know I haven't been vlogging a ton of LA footage, but I've been hitting the gym. I've been using my cross ropes. Like, shout out to cross ropes. Those jump ropes, take them anywhere, use them all the time. Weighted jump ropes, love them, love them, love them. Ash 15 for a discount, because yes, they came here with me even to LA. I had to take a break in the middle of this video. Let me sit back down, dry off my face, and finish answering these questions. Every doctor kind of had similar prices for my reduction. Their prices range from I think about 10 to 20 grand. And the most expensive doctor wanted to charge me a full 20 just for my reduction. The doctor I went with, I think he charged me 18, which is basically, you know, 20 just for my reduction. And the doctor I nixed off early on, he had the lowest prices. He also had the least amount of experience. I'm sure his work would have been great, but yeah. And then the tummy tuck, just so I get the prices out the way before I forget. A tummy tuck was anywhere from like, I think 10 grand. Here, it should be here. I have too many papers, I can't, oh my God. I had been quoted around 38,000. Another doctor quoted me around 25, and the one I went with, it was around 33, with the reduction being 18. So yeah, the one I ended up choosing, he also confirmed that yeah, the reduction is going to be a more complicated surgery, tummy tuck, standard procedure, but you know, it's not going to be an impossible surgery. He had told me he worked with women that were much larger than me, who had much more complicated surgeries. He was just so confident when it came to the reduction. That's what made me choose him, because the other doctors were, they seemed confident, like they knew what they were doing, but like, I don't know, the fact that he said, oh yeah, I've worked with 1 million patients like this is my procedure, this is what I do. Yeah, it's more complicated, all of these things are true, but I feel good about this. Don't worry about it. You know, like he definitely just calmed my fears the most. He seemed really knowledgeable and he had experience, you know. That's what really made me choose him. Of course, his reviews online looked good. The pictures online looked good. I also was looking at like belly buttons and stuff, because seeing, oh, who has the most natural looking belly buttons? And all the doctors' belly buttons looked pretty good. So I didn't even choose him based on that, but I'm really, really hoping that the belly button comes out good. I was really considering postponing the surgery. I'm not gonna do it anymore. It's 2 days away. I feel like it's too late. And also, like, the doctors told me you're going to be fine. It's the weirdest thing. You literally stand in front of this doctor, pulling, poking, prodding at your body. And I feel like he picked up on the fact that I was really worried about the tummy tuck stuff. Like, I want to be flat. That he actually was like, let's go to the mirror, and he was like grabbing chunks off my belly, like, this is gonna be gone, this is gonna be gone, like, you're gonna be fine. So we'll see, you guys, we will see. But yeah, postponing it was just like such an easy thought. Like, I've been waiting my whole life for these surgeries. Who cares if I wait another year? Who cares if I wait another 6 months, another 3? You know, if I'm not ready, I'm not ready. And I'd be fine with that. But they say I'm ready. It kind of makes me wonder, and I don't know, maybe you guys could tell me, because I still look at myself and I'm just like, I think I have a good 30 pounds to lose or so. And even knowing the number, being in the 180s, I'm 5'3", 5'4", like 30 pounds, yeah, 30 pounds. So I'm wondering if this is a plus size tummy tuck, a mid-size tummy tuck. I'm definitely curious about how the experience is going to be after. The doctor did 100% assure me that that any weight loss I do after won't be a problem. Most of everything I had read online was saying that, yeah, you want to be within like 30 pounds of your goal weight, or a weight that you can sustain. Not necessarily your goal, but like the weight that you plan to keep, basically. Because if you gain 30 pounds, then you might ruin your results. If you lose more than 30, you could potentially ruin results. But my doctor was saying I could lose up to like 50 and it would still be okay, simply because I don't have a ton of fat on my abdomen. So we'll see about that. Like I said, I gave him the test. I asked about the liposuction, seeing if he would say, oh yeah, add in some liposuction, you could use it. And that way I could be like, we'll just wait. But yeah, he was like, you don't need it. I wouldn't give you liposuction. He did say if I needed it anywhere, it'd be on my back. He's like, you still have quite a bit of back fat. But yeah, I'm not getting that anyway. I do plan to lose more weight, and it'll come off my back as well. Ugh, I'm sorry, this is all over the place. It's just like this surgery is around the corner. It's here. And I'm at my friend's and I want to take the time to film this video. I know future me during recovery is going to thank myself for it. So, oh, I know, I do want to say, if you're doing this kind of surgery or you're talking to doctors, definitely come with questions prepared. Even though like the 2 doctors that it was really between, during our consultations, they both were super informative, super knowledgeable. They were providing a ton of information. There were still questions that I had already locked and loaded and ready that they didn't provide naturally that I wanted to ask. You know, what kind of incisions do you do? Stitches, you know, all kind of stuff. Both doctors use dissolvable stitches. Well, I guess I can talk about the one that I'm mainly going to be going with. He uses dissolvable stitches, except I think the stitches on my belly button, which will be taken out later sometime during recovery. I asked him about his availability, like if I have complications, is he going to be easy to talk to? I don't want to be stuck having to talk to a nurse only and I never see this man again after he slices me open, and he's going to be available. Like, I feel like I'm in really, really good hands. So, and that was important to me because I've read so many horror stories online. Like, seriously, I will link the Reddit group in the description box under my BetterHelp link, okay? Because it has been a godsend reading people's stories, knowing what can happen, potential problems, understanding what good service looks like versus like what not so good service looks like. I've read stories, particularly with the reduction, where so many women are unhappy. Either they feel like they're too small or they were left too big, or yeah, like they would tell the doctor, this is what I want, give the man the money, be put under, wake up and be like, what is this? And the doctor's like, this is what I thought suits you best, like completely ignoring the patient's wishes. You paid them that money though, you know, and they've been left unhappy with it. So as far as me, when it comes to the reduction, I'm of two minds. Part of me is just like, I just want to be smaller. I don't want to be too small, but I want to be smaller. And I keep saving pictures of boobs I think look nice, and then I show my friends and they're wildly different sizes. It's like, oh, those are really big still. Oh, these are kind of small. Like, where do you want to be? And I realize, you know, I mean, I still want boobies. That's it. Too big, too small. Ugh. It's really hard to say. I'm kind of flexible with it, and it's mainly because women are beautiful. I'm sorry. I see small boobied women that are gorgeous, and I see big boobied women that are gorgeous. And I just feel like as long as I'm a bit smaller and life's a bit more comfortable and I can like wear the clothes I want to wear and all these different things, like I think I'm going to be happy. Because I'm not super picky about the breast, it makes me just kind of feel a little more like I trust the doctor. Although I did emphasize to him, I still want bigger. If you had to make a last minute call, bigger is safer than smaller. So we'll see what happens with that. And that's kind of what I'm thinking about it, because I spent my whole life having really big breasts, and I've read a lot of stories where people really go through identity crisis afterwards, or you know, the way the clothes fit on them is just so different now, or it changes up their shape. And it's just a lot of things that come with breast size and femininity. And I do want a change, but I don't want to do too drastic of a change and overestimate what I can handle, you know? So this is just so crazy. I feel like I've just been chatting. It's a bit all over the place. I hope this isn't too insane. It's just like surgery is like here. And I have to go pick up my mom. She's coming, she's flying in, she's gonna be taking care of me. She's a nurse, and I'm so happy and blessed to have her here to help. And my dad, and just everyone around me. I feel like I'm just covered by the blood of Jesus, and also surrounded by so much love. I guess I'm ready to do this. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like, subscribe. The journey is just beginning. I'll see you in the next one.